Hi YouTube. Today I'm working on a little surgery to my layout. This is the industrial yard. I have an issue coming off this turnout here. I have a 1/2 radius right here. This needs to be just a straight track. Maybe a half straight right here. Yeah, even a full straight, and it has to run straight out this way. The yard is on too steep of a radius. It looks like it's about 30 degrees running out. I need it at about 15 because I'm going to have a yard on the other side of the table, and this yard will be blocking the entrance to the roads running into the industrial yard and for the staging yard. So I have to correct that. I'm going to have to remove, this is a flex running up, going to a bridge here. This is going to have to be just 1/6 or 5-inch straight. I'll have to start the flex from that 5-inch straight and gently bend it going up. I may have to add some more riser here because I have to remove all this section basically up to probably the inside or at least the middle of this track down into here, running all the way up to about this point here. So I'm going to have to cut all that away. I'm going to get a pencil and draw a line, and I'm going to start a little bit of surgery, and I'll come back and show you what I did. I started the surgery. A lot more was needed than I anticipated. I'm trying to get a look here. It looks like I'm going to have to remove about this much more. And just pull this whole section out and run some more riser this way down into here. I'll have to fit it in the best I can. I'll take the riser down into here and then just down into here, and then just fill this all in. Put some styrene on, maybe some sculpt the mold, and just gently raise it up from this point. Actually, there'll be a 6-inch track. Sorry about the arm, folks. Right here, it'll start going up here on a gentle slope. So I can probably put a little styrene in there with a little sculpt mold under there and just tap it down. It'll be fine. Actually, this whole side I'm probably going to have to raise up a little bit and then gently slope into the yard. So yeah, there's a lot to consider right here. A lot to consider. This is getting there. It's a lot worse than I thought it would be. I mean, that whole riser, if you just remove it and move it over, it'll bust up if I try removing it anyways. It's glued down with yellow glue and it's on there pretty tight. You can see all the little crumbling pieces. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right at this second. And it's going to take a lot more surgery to get this yard flowing on the proper angle so it does not interfere with my staging yard. I'll be back with some more as I continue. Okay, so surgery is underway. I think I'll be able to work with what I have here. I just need to have some space here, which may be a problem because my concrete industry will go here. According to my plans, there should have been plenty of room there, but I also readjusted my plans. The bridge came in on an angle instead of straight through. So yeah, that's going to cut into some real estate. I need it to be straight. I do not want a curved bridge coming off of this large section. It would not be practical. So it has to come straight across. If anything, I could just modify how I put the concrete industry in. It's not necessary that it needs to be in this space here. I could always find room for it elsewhere if need be and put something else in this section. So that's where I am right now. I'm going to continue on with the surgery, then pre-fitting the flex track to make sure everything is looking good, and then buttoning it up and painting it again so it doesn't look like a mess. So let me get to that and I'll be back shortly. Okay, so at this stage, it's not looking very pretty, but I do have it where I need it. I'm going to have plenty of clearance on the track running down. A lot of surgery, a lot of rebuilding the ramp going up. So I'm going to take a little sculpt mold now and I'm going to start to shape everything so it doesn't look so pitiful. And then I'll break out the paint after it dries, and tonight I will go ahead and paint it. So right now I'm going to close out here and continue on with some sculpt mold. Alright, I put a layer of sculpt mold. Probably some areas I'm going to reshape a little better, but this is the first time around. Yeah, still looking messy, but you know what, it's getting there. Once this dries, I may look at some spots, add a little more, and then go ahead and paint it. So I'll move on from here. Well, I did all the surgery, so my tracks were laying there fine. And that's totally wet, I just painted it. Obviously, this is just the shell. This is nowhere near a finished product. I always just paint it. I don't like working on a table that looks like it's not moving anywhere, so I always try to at least button things up. So when I do work, I don't get bored and I'm interested in completing things. So that's where it stands now. I fixed it. Took a lot of work. But yeah, it is done. I added bedding going around also. That needed to be done, and a gentle slope into the yard is right here. That's going to slope right down. So that is it. That'll wrap up this video. Thanks, folks. Take care. Talk to you very, very soon.